So FLOLAB just released a brand new version of their tempered glass screen protector. This screen protector has a 3D infinity edge, and I'll tell you why that's important in just a minute. This screen protector also has an anti-reflective coating with polar spectra. So if you're looking at your phone while wearing polarized sunglasses, you will not see a rainbow effect with this tempered glass screen protector on your phone. We're also going to be taking a look at their CERT case, which has been drop tested up to 13 feet. So I'm going to go through the full installation of the tempered glass screen protector. We're going to see how it fits, how it feels, how good the anti-reflective coating is, and at the end of the video, I'm going to be testing the durability of this tempered glass screen protector with a drop and a scratch test. So let's get into it. So inside the box, you get one tempered glass screen protector with installation guide and some installation tools. So the very first thing we want to do is to make sure we clean off our screen with the included alcohol wipe. We don't want any dust or fingerprints or any dirt on the screen. Then dry it off. Then take your whole dust sticker. We're going to put it over the top of the whole screen here. Then take your installation guide. We're going to prep it for install, making sure where it says top goes towards the camera on your phone. We'll just set this off to the side for just a second. Take off your dust sticker. Then take the whole installation guide and press it over the top of your phone, just like that. Then hold down on the sides of the guide with one hand and peel out the sticker from the bottom. The screen protector should start to adhere to our phone. And there it goes. If the screen protector stops adhering to the screen at any point, just use your finger and kind of guide it up towards the top, and you should see it start moving again. Just do it slowly. You want to make sure that your finger doesn't really go much past where it's already adhered, because we don't want to get any bubbles here. Then remove the guide. So give the screen a little wipe down and we'll take a look. So installation was pretty easy. Also looks pretty good. I don't see any lifting, no bubbles, no dust. It looks really good. And you can already see that anti-reflective coating dulling down the studio lighting in my studio here. The edges are rounded off and it feels super smooth, just like the glass that's on the phone. And as far as fingerprints, it does pick up some fingerprints on the screen, but there is an oleophobic coating, so we should just be able to wipe those away with minimal effort. And we are. Looks really nice. This is also a full coverage screen protector. It only has a slight gap all the way around your phone for some case compatibility, which we will be testing out as well. And let's test out our front camera. Face ID is working fine. Take a look at our front screen here. Camera looks nice and clear, no issues there. Touch working beautifully. You can also see the screen is nice and clear. And then let's take a look at the screen as if we're looking at it through polarized sunglasses. And you can see the screen is nice and clear. There is no rainbow effect, and that's because it has the polar spectra. So if you use polarized sunglasses, you definitely want this tempered glass screen protector. Now let's check out the alignment of our tempered glass screen protector by looking at our camera. And if we take a look, these little L's in the corner should be totally white, just like they are up at the top. It's just ever so slightly kind of underneath the screen here, but you can still see a portion of that L. So it's maybe cutting off like a hair, which is not going to affect your viewing experience at all. And that means that the alignment of the screen protector is on the phone almost perfectly. And now let's take a look at the side of the phone, and this is where that 3D infinity edge comes into play. If you look at regular generic tempered glass screen protectors, you'll see light bleed coming from the edge of the phone, whereas the 3D infinity edge covers the contour of your phone so you don't see that light bleed from the side. That does bother some people. It doesn't really me because I put my phone inside of a case anyway, but you're not going to see that light bleed with this tempered glass screen protector. So that's another plus. And if we take a closer look at the edge here, you can see how there's only a slight gap, only for case compatibility, but for the most part, it follows the curve of your phone and it just looks more seamless than the regular generic tempered glass does. And then here's a side-by-side comparison between a generic tempered glass screen protector and the FLOLAB ONETIME Pro with the 3D Infinity Edge. On the generic screen protector, you can see that it doesn't follow the curve of your phone, and there's a pretty big gap all the way around the phone as well. Whereas the FLOLAB, you can see that it's a more seamless look, it covers more of the edge, and it just looks all around better on your phone screen. And here's a little comparison between the FLOLAB anti-reflective coating and the coating that's on the iPhone 17 Pro Max screen. You can definitely see how much better the FLOLAB is versus even the regular iPhone. And then let's take a look at the Flowlab CERT case. This is a really nice looking case. Again, as I said before, it's got a 13-foot drop protection. It's got a nice hard backing that is nice and clear so you can see the color of your phone. It also does have MagSafe built in, and it's surrounded by a softer rubbery type edge with some TPU bumpers on the inside here, and that's to help with the shock absorption in case you happen to drop your phone. The buttons on the sides here can also be changed out for other colors that FLOLAB has on their website, so you can do a little customization for that. We'll put our phone inside the case. This case also does have a camera button instead of a cutout, which I like. So it feels good in the hand. It's not grippy. It's got kind of like a smooth rubber type feel to it. Buttons on the side, nice and clicky, easily pressable, which I absolutely love. And if we take a look at the case from the side, that's how much raised edge you get with the tempered glass screen protector on your phone. You can also see that it doesn't add a lot of extra bulk. There are our separated buttons, which I absolutely love. Cutouts on the bottom. Power button and our camera button on the other side, which we will test out in just a minute. And a nice clear backing to show off the color of your phone. And if we look at the camera edge, you can see that it's got a pretty good raised edge to protect your cameras too. So let's check out the MagSafe on the back here. I've got my Qi 2 wireless charger. Clips onto the back. Charges your phone immediately. And as far as the hold, it's got a pretty good hold on the back of the phone. And it's also got kind of like a grippy type feel, so it helps keep your phone in place. And you definitely don't have to worry about your phone just coming off your MagSafe accessory. It's on there pretty good. So that's definitely a plus. Now let's check out the camera button on the side. So the camera button is flush with the case. You can still kind of slightly feel it. We'll press that in, access our camera, test out the touch side here. Camera button seems to be working just fine. Yeah, no issues there. Seems to be working pretty good. Very nice. And if we take a closer look at the case, you can see that the screen protector pretty much comes right up to the edge of the case itself. So that's less place for dust and dirt to collect, which is a plus in my book. And there is also no lifting and no bubbles either. So if you're going to be using this screen protector and you buy one of the FLOLAB CERT cases, it's going to fit this screen protector perfectly. So everything is looking great for this screen protector so far. So now let's test out the durability with a drop and a scratch test. All right, so we're going to be dropping a 2.4 ounce steel metal ball at a starting height of 2 feet. If the screen protector doesn't crack, we'll move it up foot by foot until it eventually does. So here we go, 2 feet. Moving on to 3 feet. Go. 4 feet. 4 feet. All right, so this screen protector lasted up until a 4-foot drop, which is consistent with their other Infinity Edge AR glass. So now let's move on to the scratch test. So regular tempered glass starts to scratch around a Mohs hardness number 6. So we're going to start off our test with a number 5. We'll move on to a number 6. And then finally a number 7. And let's take a closer look. So you can see there are no scratches at the number 5. They're ever so slight at a number 6 and a little deeper at a number 7. So even though the scratch resistance is standard for tempered glass, this screen protector has better scratch resistance than regular tempered glass does. So installation for the screen protector was really easy. There were only very minor bubbles, which I got out in like 2 seconds with the squeegee. The anti-reflective coating does a great job at keeping down bright light. And even though this screen protector is case friendly, because it comes right up to the edges of some cases, you're most likely going to have to test it out with your case to see if it actually fits. It lasted up until a 4-foot drop, and scratch resistance is a little bit better than regular tempered glass, even though it does still ever so slightly still scratch at a number 6. So in my opinion, if you're going to buy a tempered glass screen protector, I would highly recommend going with one that has an anti-reflective coating, and FLOLAB is an excellent choice. This is definitely one of my favorite tempered glass screen protectors for this year's iPhone 17 Pro Max. And if you guys want to pick it up yourself, I will be putting product links in the video description. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please let me know by hitting the like button and consider subscribing. I'd also really love to know what screen protector you have on your phone right now, if it's not the FLOLAB ONETIME Pro, and why. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.